Welcome to Math Past Papers channel. Remember to subscribe and like our channels to get more updates. Thank you.
Hi, this is the paper 2, the calculator past paper of the foundation tier November 2022 past paper. So we'll answer all questions. Question 1. Write the following numbers in order of size. So we start with the smallest. So on the number line, we need to understand that 0 is at the center. And as we move up to the number line, on the number line, the number gets bigger, and as we move down on the number line, the number gets smaller. So here we can have 1, 2, 3. Here we can have -1, -2, -3. So what I have here, the smallest is going to be -7. Then I have -2. Then I have -1. Then I have 0. Then I have 7. And we are done. Next, write 37% as a fraction. So 37% means 37 for each 100. So that will be 37 over 100. Since we can't simplify that, that will be our answer. 37 over 100. Write down the 7th odd number. So odd number are number that are not divisible by 2, starting with 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, and so on. So which one is the 7th odd number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Done. But just to make it easier, the 7th odd number can simply be found by multiplying 7 times 2, which is equal to 14. So if 14 is the 7th even number, then the 7th odd number we have to be -1, which is 13. Change 53 centimeters to millimeters. So 10 millimeters equals to 1 centimeters, right? So that implies that 1 centimeters equals to 10 millimeters. So therefore 53 centimeters is going to be 10 times 53, which is 530 millimeters. So our answer is 530. Question 5. We have 4 cards and we have number 4, 7, 6 and 3 on the cards. So we asked to write down the smallest 4-digit even number that can be made using each card only once. So the smallest 4-digit even number, then we have to start with the smallest number. So the smallest number here is 3. So I have 3. The second smallest is 4. I have 4. Now the third smallest will have been 6 and the last smallest will have been 7, meaning 3, 4, 6, 7. But since we are given a condition that it has to be an even number, then that means we have to switch this around. So that will become 3, 4, 7, 6. That will be our answer. So here is a quadrilateral ABCD. So measure the length of side AB. So printing out the paper to measure the length of side AB. So we have AB to be 4.5 centimeters. And for the angle X, measuring it on the paper, we got 110 degrees. Question 7. Miles, write down the distance reading from his car at the start and end of a journey. So the start is 12,468 miles and the end is 12,845 miles. So first of all, we have to calculate the difference between them for us to understand how far he has traveled. So the total distance traveled is going to be 12845, which is the end of the journey, minus 12468, which is the start of the journey. And using our calculator, that is going to give us 12845 minus 12468. That gave us 377. Now, Miles knows that the cost of petrol for this journey is 13 pence per mile. Yes? So the total cost of petrol used is going to be the total distance of 377 miles multiplied by 13 pence. So our answer now multiplied by 13 pence. So that gives us 4,901 pence. So we are asked to give our answer in pounds. So that means you have to divide by 100. And that will give us 49 pounds and 01 pence, which is to the nearest pound. That will be 49.01 pounds. Sophia wants to hire a van. She uses this rule to work out the cost of hiring a van for a number of days. So the cost is 45 pounds times the number of days. So Sophia is going to hire the van for 7 days. So that's easy. So that would be 45 pounds for 1 day multiplied by 7. 7 times 5 is 35, 5, 8, 3, 8, 7 times 7, 7 times 4, that is 28, plus 3, that will be 31. So the answer is 315 pounds. The table shows information about the number of students who arrive late at school each day of the week. So on Monday, we have 9 students who are late. Tuesday 10, Wednesday 8, Thursday 6, and Friday 3. And we're asked to represent this information in a bar chart, so that's easy. So I can label this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So the first one here is Monday. Then let's say this is Tuesday, and let's say this is Wednesday. No, it will not be enough that way, so I have to adjust it. So let's say this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So Monday is 9. So that would be something like this. So that is Monday. Tuesday is 10. So that is Tuesday. Then Wednesday is 8. So that is Wednesday. Then Thursday is 6. Pardon my drawing. That is Thursday. And Friday is 3. So that is Friday. And we are done. So here is a part of the bus timetable between Wigan and Bolton. So how many minutes should the 7:20 bus take to go from Wigan to Lostock? So this is the 7:20 bus from Wigan to Lostock. So the bus is going to get to Lostock at 8:09. So we have to do the difference between 8:09 to minus 7:20. So from 7:20 up to 8 o'clock, that is 40 minutes. And from 8 o'clock to 8:09 is 9 minutes. So altogether, that adds up to 49 minutes. Alinson goes from Black Road to Bolton by bus. Okay, Black Road to Bolton by bus. One day, Alinson leaves her house at 8 o'clock. Yes. She takes 7 minutes to walk to the bus stop in Black Road. Okay. She takes 15 minutes to walk from the bus stop in Bolton to work. Alison needs to be at work for 9:20. So will Alison get to work for 9:20? Okay, let's do the math. Alison one day leaves her house at 8 o'clock. Okay, so that is 8 o'clock. She takes 7 minutes to walk to the bus stop in Black Road. So she'll do it to Black Road at 8:07. At 8:07. So next, she takes 15 minutes to walk from the bus stop in the Bolton to work. Now, if she gets to Black Road at 8:07, that means the bus she can take is the 8:09 bus. And she takes the 8:09 bus, she'll get to Bolton at 8:58, right? So it means she will arrive at Bolton at 8:58. So if she arrives at 8:58, she takes her 15 minutes to walk from bus stop in Bolton to work. So 8:58 plus 15 minutes. So that means she will arrive at work at 9:13 a.m. So she needs to be at work for 9:20. So will Alisa get to work? Of course, yes. She'll get to work. 214 people go on a school trip. The people on the trip are either adults or children. There are 14 adults on the trip. 35% of the children on the trip are wearing a hat. So find the number of children on the trip who are not wearing a hat. So 14 adults on the trip, yes. So that would make children to be equals to 200, because that would be 214 people, which is equals to adults plus children. And already there are 14 adults. So that will only mean that the children will be equals to 214 minus 14, which is equals to 200. Yes? So 35% of the children on the trip are wearing a hat. So what is 35% of 200? That would just be 70 children. With hats. So the number of children on the trip who are not wearing a hat, that would be 200 minus 70, which is 130 children. I don't know why I put the voice. So that is 130 children without a hat. So question 12, work out 5/8 of 132. That's easy. So 8 here 1, 8 and 13, that is 1, remainder 5, so that's 52, and 8 and 52 is 6, which is 48, remainder 4, add 0, that is 5. So that is 16.5. So 16.5 times 5, this is 25, 5 here, 2 here, that is 30, plus 2, 32, then that is 5 plus 3, that is 8. So the answer is 82.5. This is a calculator problem, so you can easily use calculator. Write the following fraction in order of size, start with the smallest fraction. So in my own opinion, the easiest way to solve this is to make them to be the same denominator. So this is already in 64, so the LCM of these 4 denominators is 64. Yes? So 3 over 8 as multiple of 64 is going to be, since 8 times 8 is 64, that will mean 8 times 3, which is 24. 9 over 32 is going to be 18 over 64. 1 all over 4 is going to be 16 over 64. And 21 over 64 stays the same. So which one is the smallest? The smallest obviously is 1 over 4, which is 16 over 64, followed by 9 over 32, which is 18, followed by 21 over 24, and lastly is 3 over 8. Hope that makes sense. A shop has 2 different special offers on milk. So 2 pints cost 75 pence. So pay for 2 bottles and get 1 bottle free, or pay for 1 bottle and get 1 bottle half price. So which offer gives the better value for money? So let's figure that out. So first of all we need to find the unit price. So 1 milk sells 2 pints for 75 pence. So let me call this A, let me call this B. So for A, the unit price is going to be 75 pence divided by 2, which is 37.5 for 1 pint, or 37.5 per pint. Then B, on the other hand, is going to be 128 pence divided by 4. So 128 pence divided by 4, that is equals to 32 per pint. So now it is telling us that pay for 2 bottles and get 1 bottle free. So if you get 1 bottle free for A, it means that if you pay for 2 bottles, for A, 2 bottles is going to be 2 times 75, which is 1.5 pounds. And you get 1 bottle free, and that 1 bottle is worth 75 pence, which is the same thing as 2 pints. I don't know if that makes sense. And then B, pay for 1 bottle and get 1 bottle half price. So if you buy 1 bottle, it means we are buying 128, yes? So 1.128 pence, which is equals to 1.28, and get 1 bottle half the price. So what is half of 1.28? 1.28 divided by 2. So that is 64 pence, which is the same thing as 2 pints as well. So which offer gives the better value for money? So the one that gives the better value for money is B, because B is the cheapest. So that would be the second offer. I hope that makes sense. Simplify. 4C plus 7D plus 3C minus D. So the law of sameness, we add C to C and we add D to D. So that will be 4C plus 3C plus 7D minus D, which is 7C plus 6D. So that's 7C plus 6D. So solve this equation. So we can solve this equation using two methods. One method will be to divide both sides by 40 first. Divide both sides by 5. So that will make 2m minus 6 equals to 8. And that will make 2m by adding 6 to both sides equals to 14. And that will make m equals to 7. The second method would be to expand the bracket first. That will give us 10m minus 30 equals to 40. Then add 30 to both sides, so that will make 10m equals to 70. And divide both sides by 10, so that will make m equals to 7. So either way we get the same answer, m equals to 7. There are x sweets in a box and there are y sweets in a packet. Write an expression in terms of x and y for the total number of sweets in 3 boxes and 2 packets. That is simple. So the total number of sweets, t, is going to be 3x, which is x sweets in the box. So that will be 3, since there are 3 boxes, that will be 3x, plus y sweets in the packet, that will be 2y. FB ask her friends how many stickers they each have in the collection. Here are our results. Show this information in the stem and leaf diagram. So the smallest I can see here, that is 80, 70. So I can see 7, that's the smallest. So the smallest I can see here, there is no 70, but I can see 71. So this will be 1. This will be another 1. Is there another 74? So that will be 4. Then 5. So there's no more 70. So next is 80. 82. I think that is the smallest. 84, I think, if no mistake. 84. Then 85. Then 86. Then 87. Then 88. Then 89. Oh, I can see 77. My bad. So that's 77. The next is 90s. Then the smallest is 91. Then I can see 97. Then I can see 94. My bad. I can see 94. Before 97. Then I can see 98. Then I can see 103. So the key is going to be 7 with 1 equals 71. So that will be our key. Find the median of the stickers. So the median is going to be, so let me use another color for that. So how many do we have in total first of all? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So there are 17 numbers or observations. So the median is going to be 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the median is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so that means the median is 86. Okay? The water flows through each of the pipes that fill a lake at the same rate. It takes 4 of the pipes 12 hours to fill the lake. Work out how many hours it will take 6 pipes to fill 1/4 of the lake. So 4 pipes for 12 hours. So the truth is, this is an inverse variation. So let's say P vary inversely as 1 all over T. So that will make the constant to be equals to PT. So K for the initial value is going to be 4 times 12, which is equals to 48. So work out how many hours it will take 6 pipes to fill 1/4 of the lake. So first of all, how long will it take to fill 6 pipes? So the constant 48 will be equals to 6t, right? And t is going to be 48 divided by 6, which is equals to 8 hours, right? So if it takes 6 pipes to fill the whole lake for 8 hours, so 1/4 of the lake is going to be 8 hours divided by 2. So that will be divided by 4, my bad. So that will be 2 hours. So the answer is 2 hours. So we need to find the main height of the teenagers. So for this type of question, the first thing we need to find is the midpoint. We call it x. So the midpoint of 150 and 160, that will be 155. Then this will be 165. This will be 175, 185, and 195. Then we create a table for which we multiply x and the frequencies. So the total frequency is 80. So 8 times 155. Let me use calculator. So that is 1240. Let me just create more space here. So this is 1240. So 165 times 14, that is 2310. 175 times 24, that is 4200. Then 185 times 30, that is 5550. Then 195 times 4, that's 780. And we add up all of that with the sum. The total of this is going to be 1240 plus 2310 plus 4200 plus 5550 plus 780. So that gives us 14,080. 14,080. So the mean is going to be the sum of the divided by total frequency, which is equals to 14,080 divided by the total frequency of 80, which is 176. So our mean is 176 centimeters. Okay. So we have our scatter diagram. On the x-axis we have the amount of rainfall, and on the y-axis we have the number of hours of sunshine. So one of the points is an outlier, rather the coordinate of this point. So without being told, most of the point falls in this region. So that means this is our outlier, and the point is 2,1. So that makes sense. Ignoring the outlier, describe the relationship between the amount of rainfall and the number of hours of sunshine. So there's no doubt the relationship between the amount of rainfall and the number of hours of sunshine is a strong negative correlation. As we can see, this is going downward, it tips downward. So which means as the number of hours of sunshine increases, what happens? The amount of rainfall decreases. On the same day, in another English town, there were 7 hours of sunshine. Using the scatter graph, estimate the amount of rainfall in this town this day. 7 hours of sunshine. So without doubt, 7 hours of sunshine should be somewhere around here. Should be roughly 4 hours of rainfall. So that should be 4 millimeters of rainfall. Question 19. The front elevation and the plan of a solid as shown on the grid. On the grid, draw the side elevation of the solid from the direction of the arrow. So from the direction of the arrow, what do we see here? So let me use another color. So we have this, then we have this, then we have this. So what does that tell us? So that implies that the side view or the side elevation is going to look something like this. So I'm going to have that. That is for this part here. Then we are going to have this part, which is going to look like this. Then we are going to have this last part, which is going to look like this. How do I know it is taking 3 squares? Because of the plan. The plan has told us this plan here is the same as this here. I hope that makes sense. Question 20. Here are 5, the first 5 sequence of an arithmetic sequence. So find an expression for the end time of the sequence. So how is it increasing? So here we added 6, 6, 6, and 6. So that is going to be 6n. Then to go from 6 to 7, we added 1. Yes? So that will be 6n plus 1. The end term of this different sequence is 8 minus 6n. Is minus 58 the time of this sequence? Now, if minus 58 is the time of this sequence, then n is going to be an integer. So that, let's solve it. 8 minus 6n equals to minus 58. Minus 8 from both sides. Minus 8 from both sides. So that would make minus 6n equals to minus 66. Yes? And the variables are by minus 6. So n equals to 11. So that means yes. And in fact, minus 58 is the 11th time in the sequence. Okay, question 21. The diagram shows a plan of Jesse's garden. We have A, B, C, O, and D, E, F, O are rectangles. So let's see what they mean by that. A, B, C, and O. Okay, that is this. Oh, my bad. because it's not properly drawn. Okay, let's manage it like that. And DEFO, which is this one, is another rectangle. CDO is a right angle triangle, which is this one here. It's a right angle triangle. And AFO is a sector with AFO to be a 90 degree. So this is a sector and this is 90 degrees. So Jason is going to cover his garden with grass seed. Each bag of grass seed covers 40 meters square of garden, and each basket costs 10.95. So that means we have to find the surface area, or just the total area of this circle. Yes. So the area of this rectangle, so let me zoom in properly. So the area of this is 11 times 7, which is equals to 77. The area of this is base times height divided by 2. So the base of this is 11 and the height is 9. So that is 9 times 11 divided by 2, that is 99 divided by 2, which is 49.5. And this is 9 times 7, which is 63. And for this, the area of sector is theta over 360 times pi r squared. So I'll just work that here, theta over 360 times pi r squared. So theta is 90 over 360 times pi times the radius. So our radius in this case is 7 squared. So that is just 49 pi over 4. So let me put that on the calculator. 49 pi over 4. That gives us to 2 decimal place, to 1 decimal place. That gives us 38.5. So adding up everything, so the total would be 77 plus 63 plus 49.5 plus 38.5. So that gives us So that gives us 228 meters squared. So that's the total area. So each bag grass seed covers 14 meters squared. So that is 228. So the total number of bags needed is going to be 228 divided by 14. That is equals to 16.3, but obviously we can buy 16.3, yes, so we have to round it up and buy 17 bags. So 17 times number of each bag, that is 10.95. So cost is going to be 10.95 multiplied by 17 bags, and that gives us 186.15. So the answer is 186.15. So work out the value of x. So this is trigonometry. So this is our opposite, our hypotenuse, and our adjacent. So which trigonometry identity from SOHCAHTOA are we going to use? So we have the ratio of hypotenuse and adjacent. In this case, that is cosine. So cos 53 is going to be adjacent over hypotenuse. So that will make x equals to 40.5 times cosine of 53. So 14.5 times cosine of 53. Make sure your calculator is in degrees. So that gave us 8.7. 8 points to 3 significant figures. So that will be 8.73. of 3 significant figures. Question 23. Ella invests £7,000 for 2 years in an account paying compound interest. So in the first year, let me write that as year 1. So the rate of interest is 3%. So that would be 7,000 times 1.03, which is 3%, and that will give us 7,000 times 1.03. That will give us 7,210. For year 2, that will be 7,210 times the interest rate, which is 1.5%. That will be 1.015. So our answer now times 1.015, and that gives us 7,318.15. Hope that makes sense. Next, here's the graph of x squared minus 6x plus 4, right? So write down the y-intercept of the graph of same graph. So the y-intercept is this point A, which is 0,4. Oh, my bad. 0,4. That is the y-intercept. Write down the coordinate of the turning point of the graph. So the coordinate of the turning point is this. In this case, that is 3 and -4. So that is 3, -4, I guess. Let me check again. Oh, my bad. It's not -4. It's actually -5. Can we see that? It's -5. So that is 3, -5. And use the graph to find the estimate for the roots of x squared minus 6x plus 4 equals to 0. So using the graph is the point. The root of this graph is the point that which it cuts the x-axis. So by zooming in properly, we can see from here, this is 0.5. So this will be 0.6, 0.7, 0.8. So my guess is this point here is going to be 0.7. I think it's 0.77, I think. And this second one is going to be 5. This is going to be 5.5. So this will be 5.1, 5.2. I think that should be 5.22. 5.22. So the solution is 0.77 and 5.22. So 0.77 and 5.22. I hope that makes sense. Find the value of the reciprocal of 0.8. So reciprocal simply means 1 over anything we have, which in this case is 1 over 0.8, which I think is the same as 10 over 8 by multiplying both of them by 10, multiply this by 10, and that is going to give us, by simplifying, that would be 5 over 4. Yes? X is equals to 4,700, correct to 2 significant figures. Yes? So if it is corrected to 2 significant figures, this is the same as correcting to the nearest 100. So that means the lower bound is going to be half of 100, which is to minus 50. That will be 4,700 plus or minus 50, which in this case, the lower bound is going to be 4,650, and the upper bound is going to be 4,750. And we are done. The population of a town increased by 9% between 2018 and 2019. So the population in 2019 was 665,680, yeah? So calculate the population in 2018. Now there's something I need to point out here. It is called finding the final price and the original price. So the final price is always equals to 1, the principal amount multiplied by 1 plus or minus the rate in percentage. Now what do I mean by this? If it is something that has to do with increments like sales tax, like interest, in that case is going to be plus. But if there's something that has to do with discount or depreciation, then that case is going to be negative. Okay? That is for the final price. And the original price, in this case, our A is our original price. Let me write it A as O. So our original price is just the opposite of that, which is our final price divided by 1 plus or minus the rate in percentage. Now, if that is the case, we are given that the population in 2019 was this amount. So there's no doubt that means the final population is 165,680. And we were told that this is an increment of 9%. So that means that is plus. So that means the original population in 2018, because now we are working backward, is going to be 165,680 divided by the rate now, which is 1 plus 9%, which is just that 165,680 divided by 1.09. So putting that on the calculator, 165,680 divided by 1.09, the answer is 152,000 people were in the country in the year 2018. And we are done. So remember to like this video and subscribe to this page to get new lessons and new past papers solution. Thank you.